Hello and welcome. I'm Fly Penguin and this is Monster Train, a new roguelike deck builder that was released by Good Shepherd Entertainment. I have run 2 runs so far rather, if you don't count the demo. I'm going to be going a random clan with the Hellhorn. The Hellhorn are the starter group. I've won once with Awoken and Hellhorn, which is how we have the Covenant. But the real thing that I want to do in this is just kind of test out the Covenant and see what it's like. I'm going random as my second allied because honestly, I don't have a preference yet. And it looks like we got the Stygian. So our random starting cards as a part of doing this first Covenant are the Molten Imp, the Helical Crystallis, dealing 25 damage to the front enemy unit twice. Interesting, okay. And we have 2 of those cards in our deck. I'm assuming that's what that means. And then Piercing, which I have avoided in literally every single one of my runs. But now I'm faced with it, so I guess I have to use it. We'll see what happens here. I think multi-strike on my Prince is pretty good, but having him scale with Slay is much better in my opinion, because then we at least have 1 unit that scales up pretty heavily. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on that floor seems like a good thing to have in conjunction with the spell casting allied function. So I tend to like to use spells pretty heavily anyway. I don't really want armor plus 10. Armor plus 10 is going to make these sorts of guys hard to kill, so I don't want to mess with that. I tend to use spells pretty heavily anyway and rely on those instead of other units. Maybe it's because I'm so used to Slay the Spire, but in general, that's what I tend to like to do. I'm going to torch you. We're going to Frozen Lance. And so because I did a couple different spells, it looks like he took more damage than originally expected. The only units we have in our deck right now are Molten Imps and Train Stewards, so I'm just going to throw a Train Steward out there just to get him moving. And actually, we could torch you. So this is an interesting card because dealing 25 damage to the front enemy unit twice, I wonder if that means that if you deal 25 damage to this guy and he dies, then this one becomes the front. You know, if they were in spot positions. If they would do 25 damage to the second unit, because I think that's pretty valuable if that's the case. But we will find out. So we're going to put our Imp. No, I don't want to use the Imp yet. I'm actually going to chill on that. So I'm going to do that. It did work. It worked exactly as I wanted it to. No, the Token of a Traitor is what killed the Archer, actually. So not quite what I thought would happen, but that's fine. Also, that card doesn't consume, even though it seems like it should, to be honest. I will save the Imp. I will put a Train Steward up here, just to save me some mana later on. And then I could Pierce. I'm trying to think this through. So if I Pierce, he's going to be down to 30 HP. Let's see if we can drop him. No, it costs 3 mana. All right, never mind. I was gonna say let's see if we can drop him down, but that doesn't seem to be feasible. So these now essentially do 2 more damage than originally expected, and now we got the kill. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I think this Token of a Traitor is really good for the Stygians, and I think that that's going to prove pretty valuable. But the thing is that actually counters the Imps, or it doesn't counter, but it has like an anti-synergy, because Imps are essentially spells that can tank a hit for you, or if you get some other combos, they can do a little bit better. So I'm going to avoid Imps, and I'm really going to try to get the ones out of my deck that I already have in my deck. Dealing 25 damage to the front enemy unit and then discarding a card at random. This is fine if you have those offerings that the Stygians will allow you to grab. Offering tokens are fine as well. I'm wondering if, because these count as spells, if I can get 2 damage out of them just by casting them. So I might grab this, and then Frostbite seems good. Apply Frostbite 8, unit takes 1 damage per stack at the end of the turn. So Frostbite would give, it's essentially poison, right? Let's go with that. I haven't done anything Frostbite related yet. And I know we're not playing as the Stygians, but Frostbite seems like it could be kind of strong. So I'm going to go here because I need units to start. So if I sweep, attack all enemy units, Okay, so sweeping is good. This is going to be a little bit of the Frostbite combo that we were looking at. Basically, anytime I attack, we'll give 3 Frostbite. And then this unit we used in our last run, whenever we cast a spell, we're going to gain quite a bit of attack and defense. You can scale pretty heavily with this Siren of the Sea, but I'm going to go with the Frostbite unit simply because I've never done it. Upgrade a unit with quick. What can I upgrade? I don't really care about the imps. You are really all that I have. If I make you quick, all that really means is that you sweep before the turn starts, and you apply a bunch of frostbite. So I don't really care that you attack first. I care that you attack a lot, which means multi-strike will be the best on you. I also would like you to live permanently. Like, I need you to be tanky, so I would like that. I could upgrade with plus 10. I don't think that's the best use of that. I'm going to purge instead. I'm going to purge one of the... Actually, no, I'm going to purge Inferno out. Let's just get that out of here. I don't... I said I might try it, and I'm forced to face it, but no. not interested. No, thank you. I will be pulling out a torch as well. And then now let's leave. And the purpose of pulling out those torches is really just to get the low-cost cards out of the deck as quickly as possible. Or sorry, not necessarily low-cost cards, but low value and cards that would otherwise just kind of clog up whatever strategy you're going for. So I think this is going to work well. So we're gonna apply Frostbite to you. We're also going to deal 3 damage to you. Maybe if I had cast that, I could have tried to bank on the 2 random damage hitting the support unit, but that feels risky. So we're just gonna chill and let this turn kind of play itself out. I guess we might as well play a Trained Steward, because we know that the second floor is going to be for Trained Steward, so. Alright, and now we could... I do want to get the Loot Fairy. It's only 50 gold this time. He's going to kill him. I could play a Molten Imp. I could do a lot of different things here. Yeah, having the spikes actually is kind of annoying because I don't want her to take any damage, or I want her to take as little damage as possible, but I do want him to cast some killing blows. So any damage we could do to this unit... I'm trying to think this through. So right now, she's going to get the killing blow. No, if I use this. You know what? I might as well get this. And then we're going to play the Molten Imp just to kill that unit in the back. The Molten Imp's going to die. She's going to deal 1 damage. And then I think the Trained Steward is going to finish her off on the second floor. And she'll have some Frostbite as well. So she'll take a little bit of damage. It looks like we have our Respite already. So we might as well just do some damage. I wish that we had better ways to kind of like make our units scale a little bit, but we just don't yet. So ascend unit. If I ascend you, it's kind of hilarious. I could ascend this guy as well, and then do 5 damage to everybody. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna ascend you. So now you're no longer tanking, and I don't really care about him anymore because all I have to kill is the main boss. And then we're gonna lay you down to kill the spikes. So now this guy doesn't have that many spikes anymore. This card would have been good, but I really wanted to get the spikes out in front. We're gonna do 158 damage on this turn, which I think we can overcome. Like, I think 30 damage left to deal is fine between all of our units. And the other thing is he's gonna be frostbitten for like, yeah. Okay, so he's gonna be frostbitten for like 15. So he's gonna take 15 damage this turn no matter what. It looks like he's gonna die actually. So let's do a little bit of just fun stuff and then we'll end it. So very cool. All right, and I see the value of the Frostbite. I think in the boss rounds, that's really gonna help us. Like scale up some of those guys. I don't think that this is good because we're not really going for a rage build. We're also not really going for an imp build. Vent is interesting in that it could possibly deal 6 damage to enemy units. I think we could boost the spell power on this one a little bit, or boost the, you know, how much it costs or whatever, like X+3 or something. I think there's an artifact that lets you boost it up a little bit. But until we have those, I don't want it. Most of our spells I think are going to be better coming from the Stygians, in my opinion. So we have 2 of these already. This is very similar to this. We don't really care about discarding a card. Offering Totem I am okay with because it's essentially replacing itself and it's casting a spell, so it might help us ramp up some of those Stygian units eventually. We're gonna go this way, and then we will grab the Stygian unit. I would like something that has the incant boost, and then I would like you to see what you got. Alright, so looks like we got the pulley or the hook. I like the pulley claw. So in those 2 scenarios, basically you can either drop a unit all the way down, or you can send a unit to the pyre room, but you daze them a couple times. And so that daze is really nice because it, oh, I do like this. Do I have anything that would take consume off? Yeah, so the pulley claw is really nice because it essentially brings the unit up to the pyre room, leaves them at the mercy of the pyre room, and then they take 3 turns worth of damage, which I think is fantastic. And it's also kind of funny. If I can get this to not be consumed, and then like lower its pyre cost, I think it could be really good. I would like to deal 3 damage, apply Frostbite 8. I would like to have this in my hand. And then I'm thinking I might permafrost it. No, I would like to hold over it, not permafrost. There's a difference. Gain frozen withdrawn. I think if I freeze you, so that I always have that in my back pocket. No. Which card would I always like to have on hand? I think it'd be one of these, right? If I'm in like a bind. Yes. So we're gonna do this. Oh no, I can't buy it. I was gonna upgrade it with magic power and make it 45 or whatever. All right, so we'll try to do that next turn. That didn't work out as nicely as I would have liked. All right, whoops. That's the perils of doing math. Damn it, Good Shepherd, you introduced math in your game, and now I can't play it. I would like this game to be more accessible to idiots like me. If we frostbite you, you will just start taking damage. We also could queue up a nice like incant level. I don't want to put anyone down there because they're just going to get wrecked. So I really don't want to do anything down there. I'm going to put the Hornbreaker up here. I'm going to put her here. And then we will just try to cast spells. Can I do this? No, we're just gonna do one of these. And we're gonna do one of these, because he's going up the floor. And then we're gonna apply the Frostbite to our boy Daedalus over here. So I think Frostbite's actually gonna counter these flying units quite a bit, because they're on the map, so I can just always cast Frostbite on them. I think, you know, bear with me here. If I do this, we'll eliminate both of these cards, and then everybody's going to attack Daedalus, which is really nice. This is going to kill the big unit, which I think I like. And then, yeah, and saying that we're going to get the Totem of a Traitor. That's perfect. That is the perfect turn, in my opinion. Or the best way that we could have played that. I don't really care that he put one up there. He's going to kill the Imp, and then someone will kill him, so that's fine. If I play... So, I did this in my last game. If I play the Offering Totem right here, we're going to get the kill anyway. And then I'm going to discard a Trade Steward. And because I cast that, we got the Incant on the Siren. So now we have this in our back pocket, which we can use. Or we could ascend one of you to deal with you this turn. Instead of having to have two of them in one hit. I think that makes the most sense. We'll put a Train Steward down there just to kind of chill. Yeah, I don't want that. Why did he take damage? Oh, he took damage from his permafrost. Ha, sucker. Alright, so how can we do... There we go. That's what I want. I would like to do this to you while I can. And then you're going to take 24 damage. I guess I probably should have dropped down your damage a little bit so that he got the slay, but that's fine. Oh, and one of these tanky units made it up to the Spire. The Pyre, rather. I feel like a lot of people are going to be making that oopsie. So if I cast this on you, there's a chance that our Token of a Traitor kills this. It did not. So we're going to do that. And we get the Incant. We would like to cast Frostbite on you, or to kill you. So if I put the Sweep unit here... Oh, I should have put her in front. If I put the Sweep unit here, she'll kill this Conduit. And then we're going to Frozen Lance you to Incant. And then the Trade Steward, I don't really care. I probably could have Train Stewarded and Frozen Lance to not take damage. But these tanky units only do 2. And I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Alright, final wave. So he's finally in the floor. I don't really care about ascending anybody. I could steal Pulley Claw you, just get you out of here. But honestly, I think the better thing to do would be to get some healthy damage off. So we're going to do that. We're going to Offering Totem on this floor. Counts as an Incant, and then he takes 2 damage. Oh, he took 2 damage, so now we're going to get the Slay. So that's actually really nice. I'm not going to be able to cast that. I would like to keep this card because it's frozen. And then ascending a unit, I could ascend her so that she doesn't die this round. Let's think this through. She's going to get a lot more hits on the second floor. So let's ascend her. And we learned in the last round that ascending and descending lets you go over your floor capacity. The thing we also learned is that they always go to the back, which is mildly frustrating, especially whenever you send a tank unit down, which I have done. All right, so we want to Flash Freeze you because we want to get some permafrost on you. It looks like he's going to die anyway, so the rest of this is just formality. We're just going to Incant, buff it up, and then end it out. All right, very cool. So Daedalus does not scare us. It looks like Frostbite so far is going to be a counter to flying units. And it also looks like Frostbite is going to be... Oh, there's our Imp card. Frostbite's going to be pretty powerful, really. So if we consume, discard our hand, draw 5, that doesn't seem that great for 2 mana, because like the overall outcome is that we just lose our hand for 5 mana. We don't have any cards that sync with discard yet. What is Sap? Decreases to attack, but then it's like anti-anger, essentially. I do like the idea of the Frostbite deck. I think we have something going here. I don't really care that you get Rage. I would like a big tanky unit to maybe play with my Nameless Siren. Or not Nameless Siren, what are you? You're a Siren something. I don't know. Where's she at? Hey girl, where you at? Siren in the Sea. What am I lacking on? What am I lacking on? I'm not drawing enough. Yeah, not drawing enough yet. Let's go with that. And the draw synergizes well with these low-cost spells as well. I can duplicate some cards, I can get a Hellhorn unit, I can remove a few things from our deck. If we were to remove, I think we would remove a Train Steward and a Torch. And then artifacts are going to be nice. So let's go with Artifact first. When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 this turn. Do you think that that works with this? Because if that's the case, it costs 4. You know, we use 3 mana or whatever. Everything else is going to be free. I think we give it a try. At the very least, we give it a try. Train Steward goes. Torch goes. We have better ways to do damage. And then we're basically just going to be replacing a Train Steward with somebody. In my mind, the Horned Warrior is a pre-juiced branded warrior. So this guy applies rage to friendly units. But I think that the Branded Warrior scales a little bit higher. Having multi-strike is nice for the Slay buff, or just give the Slay buff anyway. I think we're just going to do Slay plus 20. And he has a higher damage chance right off the bat, so I think he's going to be able to stack up a little bit better. Enemy units enter with armor plus 50. For 150 coins, yes, we will take that. We are strong enough now that I don't think 15 armor scares us. And I might eat those words. That might be... Alright, and we got the crew of luchadors here. We could frostbite them. What do we want to do? I will Hornbreaker Prince. And these guys get buffer the further up they go. I will put her in front because she has so much tank. And then we will cast this on you. And this on you. And now he will die. And then I think we throw our Siren up here. And we just end. Yeah. Okay, so that was good. That was a good round. That was a good round. And how much tank do you have? Yeah, I want you tanky. So this whole floor is incant. So any spells I want to cast, I really want to throw up there. We're going to chill with the Molten Imp, and we're going to chill with these guys for now. I would like to get rid of you so that we can kill this collector. And then, honestly, we'll just pass. Well, we had 0 mana anyway, so we're going to pass. I don't really have many cards that are going to heal her. That's kind of the only downside to this this thing, I think. Okay, so now we can test it out. So when you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 for this turn. So I would like to sap and frostbite one of you. Let's do it to you. And everything became 0. Which is perfect, because that's literally all we wanted to do anyway. So we're going to Offering Totem here. Oh, so this doesn't cost 0 because it wasn't in our hand at the time that we played it. Spells in hand cost less. Yeah, so this actually doesn't cost 0. So we can't play it anyway, so we're just going to discard it. Frozen Lance. How can we do this best? I think we play this to weaken you. Now he's going to die. We could just ascend him. We could also kill one of these units and buff everyone else. I think that's a little bit better. Ascending one of these guys. I don't want to ascend one of these, but I would ascend maybe the defender. Let's think. So if I put you up, you're not going to die this turn. Oh, and he goes in the back. That's perfect. Yeah, because he's not tanking anymore. Okay, so we use the principle that we learned mistakenly the first time, and it worked out for us. I think it worked out for us. Okay, so he's going to take a little bit of damage. He's also sapped. I could just kill both of these guys in one shot with Helical Crystals, which is fantastic. I would like to Flash Freeze. Alright, so we can easily kill him with spells. Let's deal 3 damage to you and frostbite you. Let's Frozen Lance. And then we got it. We got the Token of a Traitor. It was a little bit of RNG, but that's what I wanted. We will deal 5 damage to everybody here, and then tank a hit. And then we'll Frozen Lance. And then we can keep our Permafrost for next turn. So I think this is working out. It's kind of weird with these units, because these units are so... they're all kind of beefy because we took that armor upgrade. But I think it's working out so far. Alright, so if we Steel Polyclaw one of these guys up there, I think they're going to die. 35 plus 6 armor. We're going to do 2 hits. Yeah, so we can Steel Polyclaw one instantly and just toss them out. So now they're gone. He's totally dead. If we can do 9 damage to this guy, he's going to take it. He's going to take 9 damage from the Permafrost. So if we can do 3 damage to him, that would be good as well. It looks like we don't really have the ability to do that. Maybe if we Train Steward. No, because he will attack and he'll just kill this Train Steward. We could Train Steward Branded Warrior. No, we don't have the mana for that. We could ascend you. Not that that would do anything. We just could. Yeah, we might as well. I mean, these guys going through in the back makes them worthless, right? Because they don't have any attack, and they're meant to be tanks. But if we just throw them up behind everybody else, then like they're just irrelevant. I think everything else we can do doesn't look as good. If I put a Train Steward there, he's just going to die, unfortunately. I don't think that there's much we can do. So, not the best. Maybe whenever he gets up to the room, yeah, it doesn't matter. He attacks first. So, that was unfortunate. We are going to have this guy, who we do not want to get any higher because he triggers after combat. He gains 5. So let's see what sort of shenanigans we can get ourselves into. If we Offering Totem on this floor to incant up these, and then we toss out which spell is worth the least. I think Helical Crystals is, because if we play one of these 2 Helical Crystals, we can't play the other one. So if we play one of them, which is what I want to do, let's ascend you. So now he's relevant to us. Let's kill you. Can I kill you? 6. Can I kill you? No. I'm trying to think of what will deal the least amount of damage to the Spire. So I think I'm gonna permafrost this guy no matter what. Now everything's free. If I deal 12 damage, he's still not going to die. But it would be 8, 16 damage, and then Torch. So I could kill him with all 3 of my spells. And then we're going to end up doing 223 to him. Or I could do like 16 damage to him. I think it's best to just get rid of a little bit of damage and then let these 2 units die. Because I think the majority of our like value is on the middle floor. So we're just gonna hold down right. Yeah, okay. So I think that's fine. We're not gonna get the kill, obviously. Flash freeze you. If I Frozen Lance flash freeze you, how much more damage can I really bump up? I would like to do that as well. It's gonna make these guys a little bit stronger. I really need something that makes incants better, I guess, or like double, you know? Maybe if I had a multi-strike on her, or if I put Rage or something. We're going to put Train Steward there, and then we're going to put Rage behind him. I don't think that we are going to kill the Pyrelight Master. I really think we're going to take a lot of pyre damage on this one, unfortunately. The Frostbite's doing work, though. That's the only good thing. Okay. And then 31. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. So we'll Frostbite you. Ascending him to the top right now using the, nope. What is it? Using the Steel Pulley Claw would have been interesting. So getting the, let's cast that. We'll get 2 damage. And because we got that 2 damage, we might as well take out a Torch. We'll just throw some free stuff at you. And then I'm not going to ascend him, so we might as well just do as much damage as possible. We're going to get 80, which means he'll have 48 health, and he'll die in 2 hits. So that's fine. He's going to do a lot of damage to our fire simply because he ramps up so much as he goes, but I think that's fine. We basically gave up all that so that we could get 150 coins. Right? That's worth it, I think. Piercing, deal 5 damage, apply armor 20. I don't have that many units I could actually even use that on. Like, that would kill the Prince, the Branded Warrior. I guess I could use that on Colcalia. Right? It can make her a little bit buffer, but like, at what cost? What did it cost? Everything. Maybe I could use it on her, or guard. I mean, it is free, right? Yeah, let's use it. We're not really worried about healing. We're not healing very much. We don't have any heal cards. We're not the Awoken. So maybe that's fine. I think, what is Frozen? Apply Frozen to a card in your hand. Are there any cards that I really need to be frozen? Not particularly. Maybe spike. Urchin Spines. Consume, apply spell weakness too. So spell weakness was something we kind of abused in the last run. I think that I will run with this. Permafrost Consume. So it stays in my hand, I can consume it, and then I can use it whenever I need to. The interesting thing here also is that none of these cards come pre-upgraded. So they almost always come... Oh, I want artifacts, but I need to heal. They almost always come with like no upgrades. And so a lot of these types of roguelike games, oh, this is a new one. A lot of these roguelike games give you artifacts or give you upgrades for with like luck or like scaling with your level or scaling with your ascension level or whatever. So this is a new event. Illuminated by the light creeping into the cavern, you can see a figure inside, trapped. I think it's an imp. Runes etched in the ice reed, witness the false prophet, forager of the rail and covenant, now damned and broken. It's Aang. It's just the avatar. We found him. Our honor. The remains of his tools are frozen nearby. Ah, never mind, the avatar didn't have any tools. Perhaps he can help you, even in death. So we can grab one of his tools. We can grab the hammer, which gives us +1 capacity on each floor. Interesting. That's going to let us cast, because right now we have 5 capacity, so that's going to let us put one of the, or 3 2 units, which is kind of strong, I think. The history of the world, which is +3 on a random floor, which is going to make a 1 floor really good, which could be the top floor. Yeah, I think I'd rather have this. Or -1 on each floor, but gain 15 magic power. So right now, we're not using the 5 a lot of the time, because we're using 1, 2, or 2, 4, basically, and then we're just wasting that other slot, unless you want to count like the imps. So I actually think that 15 spell power is the way to go, right? Because that's gonna make all these cards so much better. Yeah, no, we're doing it. We're going to lock it. False prophet or not, you have a feeling he's helped hell more than you know. I don't know if that's what he was going for, but thank you very much, sir. All right, and now we can start putting some combos together. When a card with Consume is played, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. Friendly units gain +2 on kill. I do like that. Conserve mana between turns. That could be good. I think this Consume is... we don't have that many Consume cards. We really have like 3. Yeah, we have 3. Okay, so not bad. Not bad, not great. Not good, not great. I'm gonna grab the Consume Crown, which might be the weakest of all of these, to be completely honest, because I would have to get like 15 kills to even be worth using this once. Okay, well, I've just talked myself out of it. But it is gonna be over and over and over and over again, so I think Consume Crown scales a little bit better. I'm gonna re-roll and see what we get. Units grade and extra upgrade slot would have been fantastic. I'm not super hot on Collection of Tales for this run. It's really good when you're only stacking Hellhorn. I also think Infused Mallet is going to be worth the money, just because I can't do anything else. And that's going to take out some of those support units. It would have been stronger if I had had it in the beginning, but now that we've got it, it's fine. I don't really want to throw out that extra 6+ because these guys are big and they sweep, and since they sweep, they take a lot of hits, or they take out a lot of my units. Okay, so we only have 4 capacity now. That's something to remember, that we're definitely not able to throw a ton of units out there. Since this guy sweeps, I would like to kill you. If we Offering Totem, and then we offer up the Train Steward, and then we... No! Our spell power made this Gar worthless. So it just totally made this card worthless. That sucks so much. Branding right, piercing, deal 20 damage, apply armor plus 20. This is worthless. Okay, that's hilarious. That's a meme. I am going to use the spike of the Stygian to apply Frostbite to this guy. I think, maybe, I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna throw him up there and chill. That card's so worthless. Maybe, does Permafrost deal damage through armor? Maybe I could have just used that as like a free 20 damage, but yeah, that's brutally worthless. Wow, this is worthless. That's what this feels like. So 1 torch, 17 damage. Now we're talking. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. I am going to, bear with me. We're gonna hidden passage you. We're gonna molten imp. We're gonna get rid of all of them. And then he's just gonna kill the imp. I would like to set up an enchant floor, but I kind of messed up by putting the branded warrior here. So I think what I'm gonna do is set up both of these guys up here, or let the branded warrior die. No, I don't want him to die. You know what? Let's just ignore the Siren of the Sea, and we'll just set him there, and then we'll just stay chill with the rest of this. So that's fine. If another one of these sweep goons comes through here, our Hornbreaker Prince is going to die, which is really unfortunate. I probably shouldn't have sent him up in hindsight. Especially since he's going to make it up to the fire. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, we could have done better there. That was definitely not the most efficient use of that. I would like to kill you. I need to kill him. If I consume you, he will... Yeah, we're going to consume you. If I had the Ascend card, just the basic Ascend card, I would have sent him up, but I don't. 21 damage to the front unit is fine. If I do that to you, 5 and then 14. So I really want this unit to kill him. No, I don't have any way of doing that. Alright, and nothing I can do on this floor, so we're just gonna have to end. That's unfortunate. I would have liked him to die. It looks like I'm gonna have to kill him with a spell. I need to get multi-strike on her. Or multi-strike would be really good on her, rather. Alright, so 17 damage torch. Apply silence. Or we could... Yeah, and we also want to get this molting imp out of the deck. Alright, so 17 damage torch is what I want. I probably should have used one of these and then made that torch free. I definitely should have used one of these and then made that torch free. Don't really care about you. You're going to die to the right unit. I don't really care about silence. I guess I can do that, but really I want this unit to get the kill. So I'm okay with just chilling. Applying Frostbite to you? Yeah, no, this round's fine. The only reason I would cast anything here is just to get him enchanted a little bit, or enchanted a little bit. I feel like it should be enchant instead of encant. But if I do that, I'm going to be getting rid of the... Yeah, this is fine. I'd rather him have rage than the other way around. Or than the... Yeah. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. This is so dumb. We have a lot of cards we got to get rid of, for the record. So let's enchant you. Let's play her. Maybe this wasn't the best, this Frozen Nostalgia. I think I'm understanding where it could be bad. Really need to get these Train Stewards out. This is fine. Keep holding on to these two for the enemy, for the boss. I could ascend a unit. I could send this boy up. And then make the second floor kind of like where he's gonna survive. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. You've been promoted. Sorry, Cold Kalia. Your job is literally just to do as much permafrost damage as possible in this next fight. So she's gonna do 0. She's gonna hit him once. I don't know how that's possible. Lifesteal 10. Oh no, she's going to hit him several times, but he's going to lifesteal. That's the gist of it, I think, or what I understand. So if I put you there, you're only going to survive one attack. If I attack with this, we'll hit him kind of hard, but he's going to lifesteal off of her. So actually, I want to save these cards if possible. Frozen Lance, I could make it free by playing that, and then Frozen Lance, and then... No, we're going to do this. I've got this. I forgot that Spike of the Stygian sets us up. So Booyah. Disables triggered abilities. None of his attacks are triggered. But... yeah, we're just going to keep it. We'll play it next turn. We will Offering Totem here to tank him up. We'll toss the torch because we can't use it. We'll deal some damage to you. We'll deal some more damage to you. And then we'll deal some more damage to you. Okay, so that was good. We got like 200 damage out on spells. She's going to die, but she's going to do a lot of permafrost. So 7 permafrost, 9 permafrost, 11. All right, so he took quite a bit of damage on that, just based on the amount of permafrost that was thrown around. If we pierce him for 20 and then apply 20 armor, that'd be the dumbest use of things, but it would count for the incanting, actually. We also could flash freeze him. I'm trying to think of like how we can get this guy to have as much armor as possible. Right now he's literally going to heal. Like we're doing so little damage that he's going to heal. That's how, because he's going to sweep and instantly kill these two guys. Which is super frustrating. If I use this, does this heal anybody? It does not. It literally kills all 3 of my units. That's so frustrating. If I ascend any of you, does any of that any good? Not really. Maybe I send her or the shark. Man, this is frustrating because he has sweep. Yeah, it doesn't matter. His sweep, it just ruins this room or this match. I don't know what to do. I'm very scared. Yeah, 45, so we can only take like 6 hits. Not good. 30, yeah, we have to get him down to like 160, 150 HP, and that's not looking possible right now. Is it worth ascending any of these guys? I don't think so. I'm going to branding right him, but only because I want to see if the permafrost does damage through through it. Ascending this guy would make a little bit of sense, actually, because like this 4 is just done, right? He's gonna die, and then it's literally just gonna be the shark handling him by himself. I think that's what we do. I think we send you up. I wish that you would have gone in front. I kind of forgot about that. Alright, and so now we are in the situation to where we just gotta get you as low as possible, which I don't know how that's possible. We can't play anyone else. I think this is it. I think this is game. So we learned some very interesting mechanics here. Unfortunately, none of them were strong enough to end it. And it was very close. If you saw that, I think he was at like 40 damage or something like that. We learned a little bit. We learned how Frostbite works. We learned how some of the mechanics work on the Stygian side, and we unlocked Rail Beater. Hell yeah. Alloy of the Ancients. So we're getting stronger in traditional roguelike fashion. We applied 203 Frostbite. I think this was a good run. This might not have been, ideal, but I think that we picked up quite a bit. So I'm gonna leave us with that. Thank you very much for sticking around. I'm gonna be uploading Let's Plays nearly daily for the next few weeks, and I appreciate if you would leave a like or a comment, or let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. With that, I will see you in the next one.